In the traditional teachings of our Diné, it is so very important to understand that Nikitcha, which is the one that carries the sun across the sky, that is the supreme being. He is over all of the other holy people, all of the other gods. But then the main God that is actually the one that we are told to listen to is Talking God. Talking God is called Hashte Yatke, and sometimes some pronounce it to say Hashte Yatke, which means the speaker of peace. Hashte Yatke means Hashte is peace. Yatke is that he speaks it. And then the ones that follow him in a dance setting, where he has 12 of them lined up, those are the ones that we hear called the house gods, or sometimes they call them growling gods. But that's incorrect, because the name is Hashejehoran. Sometimes they say it Hashejewan. But the idea with the way that is told is that this is the one that speak peace in the home, or teach peace in the home. And so there are the ones that are lined up and they follow the talking God. And so when he takes one step to the right, they take one step to the right. When he takes two steps to the left, two steps to the left. If they turn around, they follow. And so it is that is the first three that we can kind of explain a little bit. But then there is also two women. One is called Changing Woman. She is the one that gives birth to the one that is called Monster Slayer. Na ye is ran bama asanat lehe, which is that she is the mother to Monster Slayer. But then we have another one, a cousin, her cousin. And Changing Woman calls her younger sister. It is her cousin or sister. She refers to White Shell Woman as Shateja. And that story is told when those two boys are born, which is a Monster Slayer and the one that's born for the water, that is born by White Shell Woman. And the Monster Slayer is given birth by Changing Woman. And so when those two young boys get old enough to where they want to play outside, that's the one where the footprints were out in the ground somewhere, and the big mean giant, the evil giant, came around and said, "You have children here." And he wanted to take them and eat them. But they hid the boys. And when Changing Woman talks to White Shell Woman in that sitting, she refers to White Shell Woman as Shateja. That means my younger sister. But they are related in that way. And White Shell Woman is the younger sister of Changing Woman. Or sometimes they say it is like a cousin. That's the kinship that they have. The one thing that I want to make sure that everyone understands is that Changing Woman and White Shell Woman are not the same person. They are separate individuals. And so those are the ones that are most often mentioned. There are others than that are told, and you have to listen to the stories. The Hachine, or when life was given to all the five-fingered beings on the surface of Mother Earth. And there's also the story of first man and first woman. But those are the ones that actually began all life of the humankind, or of the five-fingered being on this earth. First man and first woman. But they are also called first man and first woman if they are the head of clans. So each clan family had their first man and their first woman. And there were many clans. So you have to understand that later on, after the original first man and first woman, when they set up the clan system, that all of the clan groups had their first man and first woman. And then we also have the coyote. Coyote is not somebody else. It is you. You are the coyote. You have to overcome all of these things that coyote does, because coyote is a person that is selfish, he is envious, he is a jealous person. All of the negative types of behavior and of doing is what coyote does. And you are to be somebody that is not like coyote. And so it is a teaching that is, coyote is a symbol of every five-fingered being. And so when the stories are told, to say, don't be like coyote. In Mai, and don't be like Mai is the teaching that comes with that. And so very important. And so those are the main characters in that, in the telling of the stories and that of the holy people, and the way that we have a relationship with the holy people. And the one principal God that is the main one that is called Nikita, he is the one that carries the sun across the sky. And he is the one that is referred to as Jihanae, which is to say, Jigo Nikinatini. They could never say his name because it was so sacred, so they would just refer to them as Jihanae. And so it was not saying the name, but it's just describing the one that carries the sun across the sky. And that is the supreme being. And those are the things that we are told.
Hey, thanks for watching our videos. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss one of our uploads. Also, head over to our website, NavajoTraditionalTeachings.com. Sign up for our email list. Okay.